So we need to be very, very clear and concise in terms of who qualifies for reparations and who gets those resources. We see out of Evanston, Illinois, they have a local reparations plan where they have a restorative housing program, and I met the sister who's working on that, but you don't necessarily have to be of the lineage or have an ancestor that was enslaved in America in order to qualify. You need to be a Black person who's lived, in that town, and then you could eventually qualify. So we need to tighten up in terms of qualification. Also, we need protection from CPS. We need our children to stop being taken away from Black families and Black homes and put into child protective services, right? We want to advocate for things like that, in addition to, a lot of activists online. Specifically, there's a group of activists and organizers that call themselves Secure the Tribe. They are really, really adamant about those things. So and people are really paying attention. Don't think that people are just tweeting on Twitter. They try to say that people are bots. No, some people are real folks, and they're actually going out and getting activated. So you can count on seeing more people showing up at reparations hearings, task force, etc., and definitely asking very difficult questions. And, if the conversation around reparations is all over the place, those meetings will be disrupted. We're going to see more of that leading up to 2024. So there are a lot of different talking points that grassroots organizers are talking about. I've been keeping track of those, so I just gave one example. But what we can really start to think about in here is other groups using the term or making reparations claims. I saw a bill, and I forgot exactly where it was, maybe I'll look it up while I'm here, where transsexual individuals and members of the LGBTQ community are claiming that they are owed reparations from the United States government for their trauma and their form of, according to them, apartheid. And they're trying to collapse it onto the Black American issue. So if we don't get serious, if we don't get clear, if we don't become educated on the topic, then everyone's going to start using reparations as a buzzword, and everyone's going to claim that they are owed some type of debt. We're going to see white men walking around here with blonde hair and blue eyes talking about they're owed a debt for God knows what. So these are the things we need to pay attention to. How is reparations being whitewashed? How is it being hijacked by other groups? And what's the intention behind that? The intention is to keep, as Dr. Claude Anderson teaches us, to keep Black folks in America as a permanent underclass, and we're not about that life. So, yeah.
Wow, I love that. That's excellent. So it almost seems like like everything else, if they see that it's starting to gain momentum for us, people just hop on that bandwagon, right? Yeah. And clarity is important. That's a really powerful point. So, Dr. Cool, I'd like to ask you. I hope that we understand, or we hope we can agree that reparations is about more than just money, right? We agree on that. I think about a term like healing.